Hey y'all, working on a 2011 Ford Edge Limited all-wheel drive. Working on the front CV axle, working on the tone ring, or they sometimes call it an ABS braking ring, whatever they want to call it. Real quick, so this is the new shaft I got from Napa here. And sorry, this thing's casting a bunch of shadows. You can see where this one snapped right there. But look, Ford looks like they made this on purpose. And I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. This thing is real thin, but the other one on the Napa shaft is much thicker and much bigger. Huh. Who knew? But anyway, they don't sell ones these to replace. You have to buy the whole axle. This one was a brand new one that I happened to get for 65 bucks from Napa. It's supposed to be like 100, but they were supposed to order me the reman, but they didn't, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, this was supposed to be a reman, it was supposed to be $62, and then there's going to be a core, like an $85 core. But the brand new one was supposed to be like 100, and they got it down for me. So anyway, I'd go through reman if I could, because it's cheaper, but this is what they had, and they gave me a good price on it. So real quick, things you're going to need. First off, you're going to need 19 millimeter socket for the lug nuts, and then you're also going to need a 36, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, 36 millimeter for the axle nut. I believe the one we're putting back on is the same. No, it's not. It must be a 34 or something. So it looks like you might need multiples. You're gonna need a torque wrench. I got that one from on the eBay right there. I think it was like 50 bucks or something. An impact is very helpful. You're also gonna need an 18 to take off the tie rod nut if you plan to do that. You're also gonna need, let's see if I can get this here. It's a 24 millimeter. That is for those bolts right there. Those are the bolts that go through here and that. So real quick, what I've learned by doing this, and the other video I watched didn't do this. They unbolted that and then took off that and the brake hose over there. But what seemed easier to me, because I've done this kind of stuff, I took the tie rod out. Why even mess with this? Because he was trying to pull this down and bang that out. And anyway, you're going to have a clip back in here if it's the original anyways. It should look like that. A pair of pliers or whatever. He says you can grab it on the back side and squeeze it and push it through. I just wiggled it and mine came out. And you're going to have one up on the sidewall here as well that I wiggled and it came out as well. I did use the pry bar a little bit. Pry bars are helpful. Hammer is helpful. You can see the pry bars there. But once you get the tire off, and of course you want to have the car jacked up and have your jack stand, you're going to take that CV axle out now, especially if an impact. That, or you're going to have to do it on the ground, or have someone hold the brakes, or the other video shows to tighten it, you're going to use a breaker or a bar like this and wedge it between the lug nuts so it can't turn on you. I personally would take some lug nuts, of course, and put them on the threads so you don't booger them up. I hate when that happens. And then once you do that, and you take out the, these are 24 millimeter, I believe is what I said. Yeah. You're going to unloosen them on this side. That's how the bolts are right there. The other side should hold itself. It has those clips, unless yours are rusted away. And then you just tap them out. Be careful not to booger the threads up again. And then, like I said, 18 on that. There's going to be a little lock pin. I was able to easily get mine out, but this is fairly new. And then you want to just leave the nut on there a little bit, and then tap on it. Don't tap. You can tap the side here or on that a little bit, but not too much. You know, especially here you could hit hard, but not back here on this. But I'd hit hard on top. But they came out, and it really lets you swing this open to pull that CV axle out. Different methods. The one guy recommended having one of those pry bars with the curl on it, sticking it back in there and pushing on it. You can also get the puller that has the forks. The adapter is like 25 bucks from Napa, and then 60 for the slide hammer, and you get that money back when you take it back. But you would put the attachment on, you put it in there, and that'd be the easiest. But they didn't have it when I was there, so I just took my big sledge. And one of the other videos, TRQ video, you crawl up underneath, and right in here, you can see where my pry bar is. You're gonna be able to see this part of the shaft, and you're just gonna hit it with a hammer. And mine came out fairly easy. They had greased it up, so thank goodness for that. But terrible design by Ford that you are not able to change that tone ring, because you're spending all that money for like a $10 part. You can see where mine came loose. I was having a problem with the ABS light flickering on and off, and just it would cause the brakes to kind of like grab, and then traction control to come on. It really messes with everything when that sensor can't talk to the CV axle properly. Again, there were some other things he said. I think 160 foot-pounds for these bolts up here to tighten them down to. He said 258 for the front. I think that one's only a 250 foot-pound torque wrench, so it's gonna be close enough. That's what we're gonna do it too. I do that tight enough, and the lug nuts were 100 foot-pounds. I'll put some links in the description to some of the tools I used and everything. So, but definitely have some rags. A little bit of grease doesn't hurt. Some anti-seize, some spray lubricant to put on those threads. A wire brush. I don't even know where it's at right now. Right here. Very helpful to clean those threads off before you take the nut off, so that dirt doesn't get caught in the thing as you're trying to take it apart. And that's about it. Again, these gloves. I see the gloves I use. They have like a mesh backing, but the rubber fronts. So it's easy to wipe oil off instead of these mechanics gloves like these. Oil gets stuck in them and you can't wash them out, and it's good to keep your hands warm. That's about it. So yeah, 1/2 inch drive, ratchet, impact, whatever, sockets, maybe some wrenches you'll need and all that. But that's about it. You're just going to reinstall this in the reverse direction. We're going to put it up in there and line it up with that spline back in there. I don't know if you can see that. We're going to line it back up and push it in there, and then just do the reverse. You're going to push it back through here, and then tighten this down and put that bar on it, and get all some of this attached before, of course, we put the bar in through there, and then tighten that down to the 200 some pounds and stuff. And it doesn't hurt to check your wheel bearing while you're here. You know, spin this thing, make sure that your wheel bearing's not bad too. So just check everything while you're in here, because while you got tore parts, the best way to do it. So, but if you have any questions or comments, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. If there's ways I can make them better, please put that down below as well. Trying to reach that 1,000 subscriber mark. It'd be really awesome. And just tell me if there's any tool reviews you'd like me to talk about, like Milwaukee and DeWalt, the differences and betters of different things about them. I use a lot of power tools. If there's anything else, any other vehicles you'd like me to see work on, I've got some, like a Toyota Echo, Ford Explorer, F-150, stuff like that. Just please let me know down below, and I appreciate you watching, and please like and subscribe again. A really good thumbs up would be great, and anything else I can do better, please put that down below. I'll try to do my best. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, y'all. See y'all. Catch you next time. Love you.